Once, a long time ago, a hero was born. His story lives on and his journey is talked about still today. I'm going to take you back so you can see what happened to him from the beginning. It all started here in Ithaca, where King Laertes and Queen Anticula gave birth to a son. They named him Odysseus.
Oh, Odysseus is beautiful.
18 years later,
I name you Odysseus, King of Ithaca.
Attention! As a suitor of Helen, I require you to sign this contract.
What is it?
It states that, should Helen be abducted, you will aid in finding her.
Okay.
but Odysseus later married Penelope. They had a son named Telemachus. But when Telemachus was not even one, Helen was abducted, and Odysseus was forced to go help her father find her.
I don't want to leave my family. What should I do? Oh, I have an idea. When Palamedes comes to exhort me to fight, I'll pretend to be a madman. I'll sow salt in the field, and then they won't want me to fight. I'm crazy! I'm sowing salt! I'm crazy! I'm crazy!
What is Odysseus up to? He's up to something. I bet he just doesn't want to fight.
Ooh, I'm crazy. I've got my salt. Oh my god, it's my baby! That's not good. Hey, what was that for?
I knew you were up to something. You just don't want to fight, huh?
Okay, I'll admit it. I just don't want to leave my family.
That's cute. You're coming to fight.
I'll never forgive you.
Odysseus went with Palamedes to fight in battle. This became known as the Trojan War. He was especially valued by Agamemnon for being valiant in battle and became a war hero. He even captured the Palladinium, which symbolized good luck. All right.
I have an idea. Why don't we give them a gift?
That's stupid. We're trying to conquer them, not befriend them.
Just listen to me, Agamemnon. We give them a huge gift, like gigantic, and we put it inside the city gates. They'll think we're surrendering, but actually, we'll have men hiding inside. We give them a giant statue, like a horse, a giant statue of a horse. But it'll be hollow inside, and we can hide men in here. And then when the city least expects it, we'll attack.
An inside attack. I like it. You really think like a warrior, Odysseus.
Stuff is difficult. It's done! Woo!
What a lovely horse! We won! Yay!
Attack! Yay! Woo!
This scheme finally ended the long war. On the way home, they decided to stop at the island of Ismaris, because the men were restless from the long journey.
Food! Yeah! The natives are coming! The natives are coming! Let's go back to the boat!
They lost many men, but Odysseus made it back to the boat safely.
Let's learn from this experience. Gentlemen, we shall never behave like that again.
The next stop was the island of the Lotus Eaters.
Man, this fruit looks so good. And I'm so hungry.
Gentlemen, it's time to leave.
I don't want to go.
Oh.
It's so nice here.
No.
Everything's so good. No, I
We
want to
have
stay.
to- no.
The food.
I
the
want to go
food,
home.
The
We're leaving.
food.
Come on, we're going. Sit down.
Next, they traveled to the island of the Cyclops. There, a giant cannibal named Polyphemus lived there.
What's in here?
Grrr! I am the great Polyphemus. Stay with me. Ah! Odysseus knew he had to do something, but he wasn't sure what. His men were being eaten. Then the idea came to him.
I have an idea.
I see you.
Hey, over here.
What?
It is I. It is I, Odysseus, who has blinded you.
Oh, Poseidon! Curse Odysseus!
Their next stop was Aeolus. There, they received a bag of winds to help them get back safely. When they were almost back to Ithaca, Odysseus fell asleep.
Look at this bag. I bet there's treasure in it. And he's asleep. Let's look at it.
But instead of treasure, it was a bag of winds, and it blew their ship all the way back to Aeolus.
Oh, we lost the bag of winds, and we really need more to get home. Please, please help us.
You did what? You greedy fools. I refuse to help you anymore.
The next island finally looked peaceful. Cock-a-doodle-doo!
Alright, everybody.
Odysseus and his crewmates didn't know that the Lygonians were hiding and watching them.
Let's go and look for some food. What was that? Ah! They're throwing things at us! Let's go! Let's go! Run! 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 Back to the ship! Back to the ship!
Odysseus and his men made it back alive, but many of his men were killed. Next, they went to the island of Aiaia. There, Circe lived.
I am the powerful Circe. How may I be of service?
Circe was known for being very alluring, and Odysseus' men were drawn to her. However, she often abused her power and turned the men into hogs.
That hogs.
Hermes helped Odysseus to defeat the wicked Circe, but not all of her magic. It took them 2 years to get off the island.
Really? Really? 2 years? Sorry. Finally, we can start our journey back home.
He then ventured into the underworld, where he talked to the prophet Tiresias, his mom, Agamemnon, and Achilles.
I'm sorry, son. I thought I'd never see you again. I died of a broken heart.
I'm Achilles, and my advice to you is that even the humblest of lives is better than death.
Never ever trust a woman. She'll kill you and your future-telling princess slave.
Let's get out of here. This is depressing.
Their next challenge was the sirens. Odysseus required his men to cover their ears, but he himself wanted to listen. So he had his men tie him up so that he would not escape to their noise.
The music is so beautiful. I have to go and see it. Let me go. 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 After escaping this horror, Odysseus and his men continued on to the next thing that the ocean had in store, the twin perils Scylla and Charybdis.
I heard that Scylla is a six-headed monster that eats people.
I heard that Charybdis is a huge whirlpool that sucks entire ships down to the bottom of the ocean.
I heard that they're both in a narrow passage and you can't avoid them both.
We're gonna die!
No, 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 no. I can't go that way.
I'm Scylla!
He took my men. I can't get away. I can't get away. Thank God we got out of that one.
Finally, Odysseus and his men arrive on a slightly happier island, the island of Helios. There was only one catch.
Never ever eat the sacred cattle. They belong to the sun god Helios, and nothing good ever happens from eating a god's immortal pets.
Look at this cattle. It looks so good.
Can't believe you'd be so stupid. Told you not to eat the cattle.
I'm
You
sorry, I
tragic, so young, so sad. I'm alone on my raft.
Odysseus floats to the island of Ogygia, ruled by a really pretty sea nymph named Calypso. Calypso didn't get many visitors, so when she saw Odysseus, she fell madly in love. She kept Odysseus as a prisoner for 7 years, and she wanted to make him immortal so that he could stay with her forever.
I've been locked up in here for so long. I'm never going to see Penelope or Ithaca ever again.
Meanwhile, on Mount Olympus, Athena had been watching Odysseus for a while now. She could see that he was a really smart guy, and she liked that in a man, given that she was the goddess of wisdom. While she was determined to help Odysseus escape Poseidon's wrath and return home, while Poseidon was away, she tried to convince her dad to let him go.
Come on, Dad, this is ridiculous. This has gone on for way too long. He's been away from home for 10 years. Cut the guy a break.
Well, I guess you have a point.
Homies!
Yes, Father.
Go to the island and tell Calypso to let Odysseus go. She's a very kind, although misguided woman. I'm sure she'll oblige.
Okay.
Okay, Odysseus. Letting you go as Zeus asked.
Thank God.
Can't believe this. My own family going against me. You think just because you're king of the gods you can do whatever you want? Well, newsflash, the sea is my turf.
In this rage, Poseidon brought on one of the worst storms yet, forcing Odysseus to swim to safety on the beautiful island of Centuria. Here, the Circassians and their princess Nausicaa were enthralled by his stories. They took pity on him and took him back to Ithaca. But Odysseus' troubles didn't stop there. While he was away, over 100 rich men from far and wide came to Ithaca in hopes of marrying Penelope.
Okay. I'll pick one of you when I'm done with my weaving. It shouldn't take too long.
Meanwhile, at 2 a.m,
She's tricked us. She's been playing us all along.
Enough is enough, Penelope. You need to choose a suitor now.
Thankfully for her, Penelope wasn't going to be alone for long. Athena had orchestrated a meeting between Odysseus and Telemachus. Odysseus was forced to disguise himself as a beggar, and he flew right under the suitors' radars. Meanwhile, Penelope had an idea.
Okay, you'll have it your way. I'll marry one of you. Whoever can win an archery contest with this bow will be my husband.
little did they know that the bow was actually Odysseus's. The bow was almost impossible to use unless you knew how. After watching the suitors fail to string it in time and time again, the disguised Odysseus asked if he could have a turn.
Could I please have a turn?
I guess.
I'm Odysseus. I killed all the suitors.
Let it go, can't hold it back anymore. Let it go,
And they lived happily
let
ever
it go.
after.